Okay, so I want to talk about the 5 things that can make you content as a human being. Okay, these are the 5 requirements. Number 1 is family, unconditional love and support from them. Number 2 is friends, and that friendship is only supposed to be met with doing the things that you like to do with them. So it's not that big of a deal. It's just like liking to do things and getting people that you like to do things with. Number 3 is career. It's a career that provides you with everything that makes you say, I made it. It could be anywhere from a tent all the way up to a mansion or a number of mansions. It doesn't matter. It's what you think would make you say, I made it. Okay? So that's 3. 4 is power. And that can be power over anything. Waking up in the morning, lighting a candle, making breakfast, making lunch, making dinner, building a truck. It's power over anything. You could have a power over your family, Hey, get up, let's go on a picnic, that kind of power. Or the power to go to college or get a job, or power over anything. It doesn't even matter. It could be anything little all the way up to a bigger scheme of things, and having power over a whole country, it's up to you, all you need is a little power. Number 5 is adventure. Everyone needs adventure. Believe it or not, that adventure is very important. It's just basically, going on a different walking trail, discovering a new area, to walk in, or you could go travel somewhere, or you could do anything, like really. An adventure is even going into a college or a job place, or going to visit somebody, or a different, learning a different culture is an adventure. Going to the dog pound is an adventure. You go pet with the dogs, that's an adventure. Each time you might end up with a different animal. Maybe they'll have a snake, or or you could venture into the library, which is a plethora of different adventures that you could, discover just by reading. That's an adventure, just even reading. So those are the 5 things that make a human being content. If you lose one of them, even just one of the 5, it causes you to act erratic. You can have erratic behavior, something that puts you in a little bit more risk taking, or danger, or even suicide. So you have to try and keep in mind all these 5 things to keep you content. Now, those that are missing a component, they can up the ante with the others. I mean, if you're just losing one component, it can make you that erratic that people sometimes feel like they don't want to live anymore. Okay? So to balance that out, understand that even losing one of these 5 can make you feel that way. Imagine losing quite a bit of them, and that happens to some people. So what you have to do is look at these 5 things, right? And say you lost your family, you moved over into a different country, your family's out of reach, you can't get through to them by phone. Sometimes that can cause great erratic behavior. Trying to compensate, you go crazy, just erratic behavior, because you're not having your need met. And so what you can do is slide over and make friends that would become family, you know. That is one option that you can do. Some people have lost number 1, 2, and 3, which is family, friends, and career. That can wipe out, you know, sometimes in people's lives. So what you have to do is up the ante, you know, just up the amount of power and adventure you gain throughout the course of, you know, your life, you know, just your day. Just make sure you just increase those until the, you know, the family, and the friends and the career, get back into balance. But that's it. I just thought I'd mention all those. It was told to me by Bridgewater State College PhD student. When all my friends were getting married and having kids, and I literally had lost a whole group of 24 friends this way, and my last 2 that I practically lived with just all of a sudden, you know, ended up in married life. So I was like, oh no, what am I gonna do? So I was gonna head over to California because my sister had invited me over there to kind of just get away, and that's from Massachusetts. So, you know, I was really just trying to get active, and my girlfriends didn't want me to leave because they were having kids. So I'm like, I don't know, I can't stay here, because every time I went to call them, they were busy with the family, you know, busy with the family. So I kind of panicked, you know, so I went, you know, with my sister to California. You know, she was already out there. So, you know, this PhD psychologist was approached. He was a bartender, just so you know, and he was just being sarcastic. My, you know, my girlfriend's husband, my new husband, they were just getting married, said, hey, my wife doesn't want, you know, doesn't want her to leave for California. Can you talk her out of it? So he, in talking with me, started realizing, oh my gosh, this girl needs, you know, intellectual stimulation. She's already been to academia, you know, which meant I went to college, and I actually worked at a college. So, you know, I did learning new things. That's kind of like my adventure, you know, power piece, you know, and just kind of like a lot of useless information, you know, but might be helpful to someone somewhere. I just like learning, you know. So he said, yeah, going to California is probably the best thing for her. You guys are all married. She can't get through to you. You know, you got busy with your family. This is going to be healthy for her. And you guys can still communicate. So he was encouraging that I was doing the right thing, you know. So he was one class away from having a PhD in psychology. So that was kind of neat to hear, you know. So that's it. I hope it helps. This helped me out through a great portion of my life. Anyways, enjoy.